Essential Oils, and I'm actually here today to go over some information. And I know I look super casual, this wasn't planned, but I'm actually here today to go over some information about how to launch your business. I have added about 15 new people to our connections group this week, and that is our business building page for Young Living. And I'm so excited about that, but I want to make sure everyone knows what they're doing. So this is in no way a substitute for a thorough class or one-on-ones, mentorship, or a boot camp. But what I want to do is just go through briefly really the nuts and bolts of what you do on day one. So say today you are brand new to essential oils and you don't even have your kit in the mail, or say you've been using them for several months and you're ready to start sharing. This is the class for you. So we're going to go very quickly. It's probably going to take us 15 minutes or so to get the material. And everything I refer to, please message me privately on Facebook and I'll make sure you have those resources, or go to your closest Young Living leader. I know on my team for sure that Lori, Karis, and Courtney would be happy to direct you to any resources that I'm referring to that you could find through them as well as through myself. So first, let me start and just say that I had no idea the potential when I started this phase of my life in this business. I didn't envision myself, first of all, changing this many lives. I just had no idea the impact I could have on, thousands of people. No idea. Didn't think that was something that God had called me to do. And once I embraced that and knew that I could truly change the world through these oils, my perspective really changed. And the second part of that is I didn't think about abundance as far as financial abundance, because for me, I get a lot of satisfaction from team building and helping people. And quite frankly, seeing people reach their goals. When someone makes a goal and I can see them reach it, that's a lot of where I get my innermost satisfaction. But I love the fact that with Young Living, the income potential is pretty incredible. The average distributor in Young Living might not get their oils paid for, but we go all the way up through the ranks of Royal Crown Diamond, and we have people earning six-figure incomes in not a year, but in 6 months. And we have the average of the income disclosure statement. I'll go ahead and put it in our group, but I will say that for most people, they earn on the higher end. So it's pretty amazing when you think about, I was a teacher, and when I was an executive with Young Living, I was actually making almost as much as I did teaching. And now I'm a goal with Young Living, and just never envisioned, again, that being something that I was able to really give back through. So I'm able to give to my family, provide opportunities for my children I never dreamed possible. And I don't mean grand things that are expensive. I mean, I was able to send my son to preschool. There's a charity I care about a lot, and I want to sponsor one of their builds. I want to be able to, if someone's going on a mission trip, I want to be able to pay for it. And so I just want you to think about how good people, right, with money, they change the world. So just go ahead and let yourself dream. And that's how I wanted to open this. I want to challenge you to see beyond yourself and see beyond your next rank goal. See beyond your first enrollment. See where this could take you. You're your own boss. This is your business. So when you start at square one, build it the way that you see fit. So what I would encourage you to do is find someone who's doing what you're doing, which means find someone that is where you want to be. Latch onto them, glean everything you can from them, but still make it your own. So realize the potential, dream big, and then find someone who's done it. So I would say with the dreaming big part of it, I want you to really shape and define your why. Your why could be something like retiring your husband from his job so you have more time to spend at home. Your why could be something like being able to quit your job and homeschool your children and travel whenever you want to. Your why could be that you are looking for a community of women to come together and live more holistically, and that could be your why. Your why could be that you are seeing people impacted through these oils and that you're seeing them gain confidence in their own medical decisions. So your why just has to be something that's bigger than you. So every day when I wake up, the concept that I can truly help people change the world, whether that be through one person, through their family, being toxin-free, or through helping people live a life of purpose and abundance, that why drives me every morning. Why? Because I really do believe that through Young Living Essential Oils and through the wonderful team that God has so fortunately built for me, we're going to change the world, and it's going to be awesome. And that drives me and compels me every day. So the second part about that is make a list. We talk about the 25 things a lot, but if you're just starting, it's very hard to do that. It's very hard to think, okay, once I make $10,000 a month, what am I going to do? Because that might seem far off. So I would encourage you to start where you are. And if you are about to make your first enrollment and you know that each enrollment with Young Living, this is a short-term gain, you do gain $50, which is awesome. The comp plan, we're not going to go into that today, but it is very generous, and I would encourage you to get to know it. Look in the pinned post in the group, and I will help you understand the comp plan. It is generous, but it is complicated as well. And I want to make sure that when you are actually, right, when you're actually realizing the potential, that you look at it in terms of changes you can make in your life, right? What if you made $500 a month extra? What if you made $2,000 a month extra? What would you do? Would you maybe hire someone to cut your grass? Would you give more money to your favorite charity? Would you buy your kids new clothes? What would you do? So just think in terms of incremental numbers. What would you do at those marks of even $100 extra a month? So say you get your oils paid for, then you want to pay have $100 extra a month. What would you do? And then for those of you that are a little higher ranked, I want you to dream big, aim high. Think what your life would be like if you made $10,000 a month and what you would do with that. So again, good people, right, with money can do great things. So I want you to get in that mindset. Now let's talk about what you actually do. So say you're like, okay, I want to share with people. What do I do? Well, the first thing I would encourage you to do is use your oils, right? Use your oils all day long. Take them with you, talk about them, share them with your friends. And I would say in-person conversations are best. So share them with whoever you can, maybe call some people on the phone, do whatever you want to do to actually show people that you're using them, because this is a product where 93% of people that are wholesale members with Young Living, they are for personal use. That means people use them for personal use. The second thing I would think that you should be doing, and a lot of you are already asking me about this, is you want to send them to a location to learn more information. So, I got business cards at first, and that was probably a terrible idea because they didn't really drive anyone to learn more about oils. So I'd say if you want a hard copy of something, then look at maybe Oil Revolution's designs and look at their brochures or small booklets, or just a simple piece of paper about the Everyday Oils collection. So when you start talking to people, you want to leave them with something, I would suggest that you leave them with that, but then what you want to do is you want to get their information, their email address, their phone number, friend them on Facebook immediately. And when you do that, a lot of us have built our businesses around, not around, I would say, with the help of Facebook and closed Facebook groups. So you want to create a closed Facebook group if that's something that you're looking to maintain. And I would say if you have some time every day and you're going to post, for most people we'd say 3 times a day, and be consistent with it, then it's a great opportunity for you to create a closed Facebook group and start adding your friends. They can always decline. And then that's a great thing for you to, if you meet someone out in public and you're talking to them about lavender and how they can use it for a cut they have on their finger, you want to get their name and add them to that closed Facebook group. So this is all about duplication. So you can copy any of the information from your sponsor or enroller, and certainly from myself, you can copy our Facebook group information, word it, reword it, to make it your own, and maybe insert some of your own information or again, wording. But it's all about duplication. We're driving to the same goal. We're looking to share our oils and help people live a toxin-free life. So copy the file section, look at the rules, all of that stuff. And I really would suggest if you're starting out and you're okay with maintaining a Facebook group, it is something that's been invaluable to me. So look at that. So if you're not ready to do that, that's okay. Use your sponsor or enroller, whoever you're comfortable with, use their groups. Add people to their groups, tag them in the post, but you want to have a driving mechanism to actually get people to have information and have them part of a community. Because if you just drive them to a website, it's kind of open-ended and you don't even know when they visit it. So at least with the Facebook group, it's a community, it's closed, which means no one is able to be in it unless they're a member. And you can tag them and stuff, and you can share things, you can ask them to share it. It just creates a great way that's conversational back and forth. So the next part is, okay, well, someone's excited and they like oils. Well, what am I directing them to? Well, you're directing them, for the most part, it is most appropriate to direct everyone who's interested in a serious life change to the Premium Starter Kit. And so the Premium Starter Kit with Young Living, I bet you it's how all of you got started here. We have a wonderful 11 oils, our home diffuser, several samples, and that lifetime wholesale discount and lifetime membership. You are driving them to that because they will get an exposure to all of these products at once, and the value is close to $300. They're getting a huge bargain. Talk about Black Friday all year long. They're getting a 50% discount, and then they can shop at wholesale for the rest of their lives. I would very much so discourage you from ever even offering the basic or the basic plus as an option, because they will not continue buying oils because they will have only tried one, right? I mean, one oil, what would you do if you had one oil? You can't really have that versatility and actually be serious about your health and your family. So the second thing I'll mention is being a retail customer. I have them, and they're people who have bought one or two things. I can actually say 100%. I looked today at my downline, and from people that I have enrolled as a customer, not one person has purchased ever more than once. So what are the advantages of being a retail customer? There frankly aren't any, unless they really are adamant about only wanting to try one oil. There aren't a lot of advantages. And for you, as far as the comp plan, you don't really just want to make that retail customer portion. You make 24% off them. Yeah, that's great, but what's the relationship there? I mean, if you think the relationship between a customer and a business owner, you know, they might please their customer, they might form a relationship, but for the most part, they're simply providing them with product, right? And it's an exchange-based relationship. When you recruit a new person to be part of your team and be a wholesale member, doesn't mean they're selling, but it means they're part of your community now. They're serious about their health. They're kicking out all these toxic products. They're using a diffuser. They're going to be, you know, having a reference guide. And that leads me to that. Make sure your new members have resources. The reference guide, the pocket reference guide that I hope you received if you're part of our team, that is an invaluable tool where they can be empowered. You're empowering your members, not enabling them by looking up information through that reference guide. They can flip through it, they can look up, you know, sinus infection, and it can show you all the suggested oils. So please teach them how to use that guide. They're going to look it up by ailment or by oil and learn it yourself. So spend some time in it, get to know it, get to know the oil testimonial site, YL Search, and PubMed.gov. So again, this is very, very much so introductory information for those of you that are familiar. You're probably like, yeah, I know to look there. But if you're brand new, you might not know that. So look at all of those places and those resources. And I would encourage you to not direct your members to Google something or use Pinterest, because those aren't vetted. We don't know. I would encourage you to use Oily Angels recipes, use my recipes, use you know, Tracy's recipes from Don't Mess with Mama, to use Lindsay's recipes from Handmade Mommy. But just make sure that you're using recipes and sharing things that you personally have tried. So if you've never tried cedarwood and you're just posting pictures about how great it is, all over your personal Facebook page, it's not going to be as authentic as if you're sharing your experiences with what you've used or what your friends have used and sharing their experiences with names. It'll really help shape your business because it'll show authenticity. It'll really help you remain genuine, and it'll really help you educate your members about what the great benefits are of this oil or how you used it today. So our next thing I want to say is keep it casual. Snap a picture in your hand of an oil that you're using. Take a picture of your kid and their bump or bruise and what they did. Take a picture of your pet and how you use purification on it. Keep it casual. You can text your friends that. You can post it on your Facebook group. You can email it out to some interested people, or you have it as a testimonial to maybe use later on as class material. So keep it casual and simple. And a lot of you are like, okay, so I want to drive them to the premium starter kit. Well, what does that get for me? Because I already talked about the benefits for them. You actually will receive $50 enrollment bonus from everyone that you enroll at the premium starter kit. And that might sound great, but really the long-term impact is that you are going to have them hooked on oils and hopefully get them on Essential Rewards. If you yourself are not on Essential Rewards and you're considering building a business, I would encourage you that if you never want to miss a thank you check from Young Living, you want to have at least 100 PV Essential Rewards order each and every month. And Essential Rewards is the way where you earn points back for free product. Who doesn't love free? And it's a great way where you can shape your orders every month to really try a versatile amount of products that Young Living has to offer. And then you can go in, share those with your teams. Share them, even if your team right now is one person, who cares? You still have a team. You have someone following you. You have someone looking to you for advice, and that's huge. Being a leader doesn't mean having, 5,000 people on your team. Being a leader means you're guiding someone on this journey. So each and every one of you, even if you haven't enrolled anyone yet, if you're sharing information, people are looking to you as a leader. So please don't take that for granted. It's a huge opportunity to help them and guide them and truly, truly have an impact on their health and in their hearts and in their communities. So you want to share your enrollment link with them. I mentioned this to someone earlier and they're like, what's my enrollment link? So if you signed up with me, you probably signed up with a little link that said Healthy in a Hurry EOS, and you clicked on it and it had my number pre-filled out. So I would encourage you, that is a post again in my usage group and my business building group about how to make that. So try to be professional, make your own sign up link, and when you send information to someone, you want to send them some kind of recorded 101 class if they didn't come to a class. And I have one I did on YouTube. You can send them that, send them the link to sign up with you, then walk them through the process of how to enroll, and make sure you give them the information on that premium starter kit. So guide them and direct them and tell them how excited you are. Enthusiasm is contagious. Just like yawns are contagious, so are smiles, and so is excitement. So share your excitement and your passion, and people will see that, and they will be so attracted to it, and they will want to continue and follow through with you on this journey. So again, we've talked a lot about using your oils, creating a Facebook group, or directing them to another kind of Facebook group. If they're off of Facebook, I would suggest email and text messaging are the #1 ways to get information. Then I've also talked to you a little bit about motivating them and driving them to get rid of toxins through the premium starter kit. And now I want to talk to you about how in the world do you get people to sign up? Because we have this great opportunity, this great kit. So what do you do? And I would say for me, my online presence was pretty much non-existent. Last March 17th was when I started my business. And what I did is I made sure I had classes and I had opportunities for people to learn. And my suggestion, and I truly believe this is the way to build a business in Young Living, is to only do, I shouldn't say only, to focus on one-on-one classes where you're introducing people to the oils until you have yourself established at that $10,000 volume a month, and 2 legs well established at silver. And that's because you're really trying to bulk up your team. You're trying to help your friend recruit a friend. And you're trying to share with people. So if you want to share with the biggest impact of people you can, you want to direct them and guide them to one-on-one classes. And I would suggest those weekly if your schedule allows. If your schedule does not allow weekly, then at least twice per month, because you want to offer them when they come to one class, you would give them the date for the next class. So you always want to have more than one class scheduled. This is not a Pampered Chef party where someone comes in and teaches for you and then you don't do it again for a couple years. This is your personal business where your sponsor will either be teaching for you, then eventually you'll be co-teaching, but you will be doing more than one. And so you want to give yourself a real schedule that's feasible for you and your family. At least, again, 1 a week if you can, 2 a month if you can't do that. And I would also suggest that you really want to make those classes exciting. You want to make sure that you're telling them it's educational classes, that you want to have some snacks that are prepared that have to do with oils. You want to have great information for them to look at, as far as you want to have visuals of all your oils out, have your diffuser going, and you really just want to be positive and show them how this is easy. Of course, everybody wants to get rid of their nasty things they use to prevent colds and boost their immunity, and of course they want to get rid of their seasonal sniffle medications and their toxic deodorant and toxic hair products and beauty products. So you want to show them that it's easy. So I would say classes are the #1 mechanism for that for me personally. And how you decide who you're inviting to classes, this was life-changing, legitimately life-changing for me, because I created this Facebook group, I had all these people, and then I started making a list. A list of 200 people. And that list of 200 people, no one will ever go off that list until they join or die. And that sounds like really crazy, but I want you to think about it. This opportunity with Young Living to get healthier is meant for everyone. It's not exclusive. It's not just for women looking to get, prettier or lose weight, or for men looking to regrow their hair or boost their libido, or for kids who get injured a lot, or for people who might be suffering from blood sugar issues. No, these products are for everyone. So you list everyone you care about, everyone you know, everyone you can think of that could benefit, which it could be a whole lot more than 200, and you work that list. Every day you say, I'm going to call 5 of these people. I'm going to text 5 of these people. I'm going to Facebook message them. I'm going to email them. I'm going to add them to my group. But you work your list. And you only remove people from that list when they either join your team, right, and they get excited about getting healthier, or, and I don't want to be funny about saying they die, but maybe you have them on the list for 30 years, right? Maybe you lose touch with them, and that can be the same kind of thing. So really work that list. Invite them to your classes. Be excited about sharing with them and be genuine. You're going to make flyers or hard copy invitations if that's appropriate for your friends that you're inviting. And if you have people that are spread out geographically, I would encourage you to look at some online options with video classes or Facebook classes, but also use the resources at your fingertips. We have tons of recorded classes as far as Facebook events, and then some YouTube classes that you can send to them in lieu of having to launch a whole entire new one and spend time doing that when really you could be following up with people. So there we go. You have classes, and then what happens? So say everybody comes, and they're all so excited, and you close with them, and half of them sign up. What do you do with the other half? You keep them on your list and you follow up with them. And you don't say to them, do you have any questions? Oh, such a hard one for me. I always want to ask people, do you have any questions? No. You want to say, what did you like best about the information I shared with you? Do you know anybody who could benefit from one of these oils? 5 of these oils? And if they say yes, you want to direct them to enroll, but you also want to direct them to say, hey, let's have a class at your house. Or, hey, can I have a list of your 10 friends I can call and help you enroll them with Young Living and really get exposed to this awesome information about how to change their lives? So I want you to start thinking the mentality of you're really empowering your friends to get healthier, and then you're empowering them to spread the word, and you're making it easy for them. We have systems set in place by our wonderful leader. Lindsay has made so many systems for us that include information and files and things that you never have to recreate the wheel. So you're not looking to create the newest, most fun, exciting, challenging class that, you make these 10 things and you have 20 different foods to sample. No, you want it to be simple. Keep it simple. Use the KISS method and make it easy on yourself. You're simply sharing something that you love and are passionate about, similar to when you share a restaurant you like or a hairstylist or you invite friends to your church. And I want you every day to remember that being positive will keep driving you, and remembering that why and staying focused on that why, that will drive you too. Write it on your mirror, post it on your refrigerator, write it in your journal, write it in your calendar, pray over it, pray over your team. So please, I hope this is helping some of you who have no idea where to start sharing. I would encourage you to really look at how this is an unstructured business, but there are systems in place that you can use to propel you forward. And I would also tell you that if you start slow, so will your team. If you start fast, so will your team. So when I say launching, that's how I went about this business. I went all in. I said, I'm going to do a class a week. I'm going to get as many people as I can. I really can't wait to have this community around me, and it really drove me. So I had big goals for myself, and I continue to, and I really think that my team has done the same. So if you're looking at your sponsor and you're like, man, they're rocking. Well, they probably are, because they are moving forward. They are just knocking down the obstacles in front of them. Every time they see an obstacle in their face, instead of doing what 98% of people do, and they're like, oh, this is too hard. They're like, okay, well, what can I learn from this? How can I move past it? So that attitude will really, really help you. And I want to end with some business building resources that I would suggest all of you use. I would suggest that you make sure you look into the Gentle Babies book. You look into the emotional patterns, release emotional patterns with essential oils book. You look into the essential oils desk reference and Gentle Babies, and those are more on the knowledge side, right? And then on the business building side, every single person that's listening today, read the 4-Year Career. It's like a 90-minute read. You'll do it in a day, maybe 2 days. Read it and then reread it. And I want you to tell me what you think. What do you think about that life? And let it soak in. And beyond that, Building an Empire is one that I really recommend. Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins, GoPro, and there are many others I can recommend to you, but the starting place is always going to be with that knowledge base of essential oils and the resources I mentioned previously in this recording, and also going forward with 4-Year Career. So I'm so excited to have you as part of our community and part of our team. I'm happy to help you and guide you. Please reach out to me with any questions, and I'm just looking forward to continuing spreading the word of these natural remedies that God made for us to use to become healthier, have more of a purpose on this earth, and I cannot wait to see all of you experience more abundance in your life and more abundance and fulfillment in your heart. So have a great afternoon, and thank you for spending some time with me.